9.5.2. And the bonus ball is 6 quadrillion.
I got none of them.
Correct.
Hello,
Hooray,
everyone.
well
It's
done.
great to see you, and I do hope that you're well. Welcome to another Monday night up here at Weir Towers. It's great to see you, and I hope I find you well. Now, who have we got in the chat? We've got it's just gone off the top. It's going so quick.
You're
Ben
really good at
Tullett,
this.
Ham Shackleton, Mr. Powell, Peter Jackson, Julie Heath, Summer Breeze, Model Railway, RG Models 86, Ben Tullett, Mr. Powell again. Whoa! Values 56XX, Little Britain, Almond Bank Model Railway. I can't read it. It's going so fast. Anthony, I think's in there. Prince Loan, Harry Sedgwick, Josh from Double M, Claude Hamilton, Jordan Hunter 98, Andy Fry's Junction, Ham Shackleton, Flymo Chairman 1, Carol Rogers, Marcus Muggins, Warbler Productions, A Railway Modeler, Simon H317, Joe Smith Online, NER Models. We've sent you an email, NER Models. I believe you're up for the check-in. So hopefully you've sent the details that we need to Zoe, who's got a wonderful black eye. Not really that wonderful, but I think...
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Guess who passed out and smacked straight into the giant wooden rocking chair that we have?
Yeah,
It was me.
Yes. Okay. So, anywho, it's Mark Wakeman says, "Hold me down." Easy, easy. Dion Wollaston, great to see you. Hope you're well. Madden Steam Railways. Kingfisher 1487. Simon Pitcher. All the gang is in. Great to see you. So, what have we got coming up tonight? Well, we've got a couple of people on the check-ins for the very coveted Blue Badge, the Blue Monday Club badge. So we've got 2 more victims, candidates, guests, mugs coming up. Just joking with you. We've also got news, of course, last weekend. It was the Alexandra Palace Festival of Railway Modelling. Always a great show. I think it was their 25th anniversary at that site. So there are pictures floating around. A lovely 25th birthday cake. Gosh, I remember being 25.
Sarah Davis.
What's Sarah done?
Got one thing to say to all the Geordies in the chat. 2-1, 2-1.
Well, yeah, it was spooky.
The Northeast Derby was on
Okay, well, whatever. Is this a football
Sunderland
thing?
versus Newcastle.
I don't know. I hear football's popular. Don't get it myself.
Let's put it this way. My dad was happy.
Yeah. So, apparently it was a great weekend, says Josh from Double M. And
A lot of people said it was very good, yes.
Yes. There's a few latecomers in. I haven't got a finger. Gandalf, come on.
I've just got him. A Monday Clover is never late to the wagons. No, Roddy early. They're out precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Awesome Brick says all platforms at Glasgow Central now open just in time for Model Rail Scotland.
Excellent.
But we had 2 new spiffy announcements over the weekend at at Ali Pally. So these are probably the big announcements. So I'll start with the Graham Farish announcement. This was the new tooling from Bachmann, and
It looked lovely as well.
Yeah, so this is an all-new tooled Class 20 in their N-gauge range, and
sorry,
do you mind the Queen Mary?
The fall did not stop me from having allergies.
Yeah. So there we are. Hello, DJK666. We've got. There was loads of samples on display. So yeah, Simon H317, Unrebuilt Battle of Britain on display.
Yes.
But the main announcements we had, first of all, the Graham Farish Class 20, all new tooled. I think it features lights. So it's going to be really, really great. Oh, interesting. Andy Fry's Junction says, don't forget 10 a.m. tomorrow is Hornby announcements in 00.
What are they announcing?
They kept that to themselves. I didn't know about that one.
Does no one know what they're announcing? My goodness.
Nobody's been talking about it.
The grapevine has not provided.
No, I didn't go to Ali Pali, so...
No, I offered to send you.
You did, but I chose... I chose to have a weekend doing other work.
To be fair, if you had gone, who would have found me when I fell?
There is that, yeah. I'd have come back to a very, very pale cupboard monkey sprawled out across the coal bucket and rocking chair in the library.
Yes.
Gosh, makes this sound very posh. Yes, that's the library, don't you know? We've got Miss Marple solving a murder there. No, it's what in most other people's houses would be the dining room. But also, Rapido have been very busy. Come on, guys, leave some for other people.
Oh, they do it on purpose. Look, she's got a weekend off.
Yeah.
Quick, produce something.
No, actually, these are really great announcements from
They actually
Rapido.
are, yes.
The Railway Children's set featuring the Lancashire and Yorkshire Class 25 Ironclad in the livery that it wore for the 1970 Railway Children film. Along with Great Northern and Southern Railway liveried coaches to go with it. And I think that's going to go down really, really well. The Tipfield Thunderbolt film set, that went down really well. The Ivor the Engine ones have apparently been doing incredibly well. So there seems to be a theme going on.
I'm still looking forward to Ivor the Engine.
Yeah, so am I. But actually, this one, it does look good in green. Now, the real locomotive, it's the only time it ever carried a green livery, as far as I know. And they are also doing the Class 25 Ironclad in Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway livery, LMS livery, and BR liveries as well. So there's plenty of choice there, but if you want the Railway Children ones, it comes as a set and a set only. Little Britain says, that's a very nice view of your layout with that sweeping curve. Thank you so much. It's not the greatest of cameras, but it's the camera that I had spare, so I've wired it in and fastened it to the wall. So a big hello to Ryan Tune 12244. I think that might be NER Models.
No.
DJ K666 says, Zantec, that's obscene. What have you done, Zantec?
We've also got the news of the wreck tank from Rapido.
Yeah, but Zantec says, I got a price for Model Rail Scotland from Stoke, £150 return, and that's in Scum class. It's over 400 if I want to go posh. And they wonder why people don't use the stuff. Yeah, Stevie Film, that TARDIS is glued down.
To be honest with you, for that much money, you could hire a limo and get there.
Well, I don't think so, no. I think a limo would cost more.
You could hire a limo from a bachelorette party limo place and just get there.
No, because you'd have to pay a full day rate, and that includes the cost of the vehicle hire, the driver. But you could hire a car for less than that. But hey, right, anywho, Big Boy 4018 says your refresh of Wareyard is awesome. Boom, thank you so much. And don't forget, should Hornby Magazine see fit to add me in the Layout Builder YouTuber category of the year, you're free to vote for it. But yeah, there's somebody at Hornby Magazine going, I don't think so. Growler Blackwood Engage, great to see you. Dave Holloway 87 says, Jenny, Hornby had a 3D print new tool, West Country Battle of Britain and Cabinet at Ali Pali. Yeah, DJ K666 says it's scandalous that it's cheaper to fly to Scotland via Europe than to go by train. Absolutely. It's just, it sums up everything that's wrong with public transport in this country. But there we go. Anywho, let's get on and roll VT.
Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
So, welcome back, and a huge thank you to, if you want to scroll
It's just jumped up.
Yeah, Stephen Clay 8903 has very kindly donated 10 New Zealand dollars on the super chat. Thank you so much for your amazing generosity. So it's Craig in the chat. People are saying hi, Craig.
He may be.
Live Steam Nick, absolutely hit that button now. Oh yeah, smash the like button.
Mark's Model Railways, have I completed Wonders of Sodor yet? No. Andy Sawyer sent me a message saying, are you playing it without me? So apparently I'm not allowed to play it unless Andy's there, although I did try the shunting puzzle last night.
Actually, you did really well with that.
Yeah, right until I accidentally reversed it at 9 miles an hour into the final truck.
Did you? What happened when you did that?
I fell out of the world.
Did you? Does it? So it goes... Doink.
Yeah.
Evening to you, SHGP Media.
How
It
you
appears
doing,
to
man?
be a latecomer.
The Monday Clubber is never late, Toto Wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. So, also in the news, the wreck tank announced by Rapido, a really useful little wagon. Excuse me, a number of them are preserved, but they go right back to the First World War, and they were actually intended for transporting tanks. So you can imagine some amazing heritage with these. They're going to be doing them in a number of different liveries, including Longmoor Military Railway. There's a bit of a theme going on with some of Rapido's releases, because we're getting a lot of Longmoor Military Railway liveried rolling stock. So obviously we've had the Evolution coaches in LMR livery, but then we've also had from them the LMS iron ore hoppers, and there's also, I'm sure there's something else that they released, but now we've got the wreck tank as well in LMR livery. But add to that, Bachmann did a brake van in LMR livery. So, you know, we're starting to build up a bit of stuff here, which is quite nice to see. We've also had the next batch of Evolution coaches released, including Midland Railway. You're just seeing now, going past your laser display screens, some Midland Railway Evolution coaches. Now, these are the first to be released with the clerestories, which are the little sort of raised roof down the middle. And these are beautiful. Now, I missed out on the Hatton's Genesis coaches in this livery, and they looked amazing. I did say at the time that for me, they were the standout livery on Hatton's Genesis. And put my money where my mouth is, and I ordered up a triple pack plus a full brake. And they arrived really quite promptly, got them through TMC, the model centre, and they're running behind my Midland compound. So, right.
I am trying my best to get hold of Ryan for of any models.
Has he sent it to?
He says he sent you a message, but Messenger is not showing it.
How strange. Let me just check on my phone, seeing whether the computer's being naughty.
So we're just trying to sort this out, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get there in the end.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Let me go to switching profile.
It's not on your page either. I sent him a link, and he says he sent the message.
Oh, something's just
popped up?
Oh, no. That's somebody else's message.
Ryan, I hate it when this does this.
Yeah, Ryan, we're not getting any message through. I don't know what's going on there. So, just try again. Send it to my personal page. Is always the best one to look at. No, there's nothing.
Nothing there.
Nothing there. So, right, whilst the cupboard monkey continues to try and sort that out, it's getting a bit warm up here actually. So I'm going to turn my biggest fan on. Yay! And I'll put that down.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there.
So,
Peter Jackson, I have got your email, but as you might expect, I'm a little bit not going and sitting in front of my computer at the moment.
Yeah,
I've only got one working eye.
Yeah, she's got one heck of a shiner as well.
So
so we've got
I haven't replied yet
to what?
to Peter Jackson, but yes.
Right. But no, but somebody was saying about nice to see the leader trotting around. I'm keep trying to shut up. I keep trying to run some stuff which I haven't run before recently, and so I saw the leader up on the shelves going, "Hello, can I come out to play?"
And
So
you said yes.
yeah, I went yes.
Also, you're trained to talk to you. To those of the people who are saying, "How did I get a black eye?" I stood up too quick while on tablets to reduce blood pressure, having not eaten properly that day.
Yes.
And as a result, while I was walking from our conservatory to our kitchen, I felt a little unsteady, and then when I woke up, I was...
she had a massive shiner.
Yeah, I was on the floor,
I tell
basically.
you, she had a lump right on her eyebrow, and you could see it coming up. It was like an egg pushing out from inside.
It was quite a shock.
Yeah, I
when
bet.
I
I
woke
bet.
up.
Big hello to Krista Duke. And yeah, Flying with Chair wanted so the carpet came up to meet you.
Yeah.
Yes, you got well. Except we don't have a carpet there.
No.
I don't have a Triang Ginty. No, I've got a couple. No, 4 Backman ones in various liveries. But no Triang one.
Okay, I'm going to answer this question from Summer Breeze Model Railways. Is Wonders of Soda only available on PlayStation? No, it's on the Xbox Series X and Series S.
Right.
It's on Steam for PC. It's on the Epic Game Store for PC.
Right.
It's on the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 as well. And
Yeah.
coming soon to Nintendo Switch.
Ooh. But can we have our Magnavox Odyssey version?
There is no Magnavox Odyssey version. I'm sorry, we don't normally make Train Simulator for a machine that was only available in 1981.
Shush. So
We don't make it for a machine that has a combined on-off switch and volume knob.
yeah, Raymond Legg says the leader never ran properly in real life, so seeing it run smoothly on a layout is non-prototypical. And the issue was the heat generated in the fireman's compartment. I doubt anybody wanted to be the fireman on that thing. So has that come through?
I don't know. I don't know who.
Are they just applied to be a member of the Monday Club?
Yeah.
Have they sent it to the wrong thing?
I don't know.
So Ryan, you need to.
I genuinely don't know what's going on. This is one of the frustrating parts about this section of being so new to this. With what we're doing, things aren't quite 100%, and we're not 100%.
Don't know what's going on. So, just looking down the comment,
You cannot get the Wonders of Soda for the ZX Spectrum, but there is a Thomas the Tank Engine game on Spectrum. You can play that instead.
Yeah. Right. So, there's a few locomotives missing from the Wonders of Soda. I very much noticed that Edward was not there. The former Furness Railway F2, I believe.
Not there yet.
Yet. Henry's not there, based on... I think Henry's based on a Black 5. I could be wrong. And Toby's not there, based on a... some people say a Y6.
Right, I found him. I've got him.
You got him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Put your lugs on. Put your lugs on.
Oh, right, okay. We're going in.
Here we go. We get there in the end. We get there. I don't know why it didn't send this. I genuinely don't know why this didn't go through.
Well, where was
but
it?
We're here now.
Where was it hiding?
It just didn't show it until I tried to message him.
How strange.
Yes. But we found you, Ryan.
So we've got you. You need to pick up... Second. Them double glazing salesmen again.
Genuinely don't know why.
Hello.
Hello.
A big hello to you. It's great to see you. I hope you're well.
I am. Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear
can.
you and we can see you as well. So we're just the Cupboard Monkey's just going to get you up on screen.
There we go.
And it's great to see you. I think the last time we met was Doncaster last year, was it?
I think Sheldon, maybe.
Oh right,
Sheldon.
yes. I forget.
Yes, at the big Shilton show.
Yeah,
Where-
in Locomotion. That was great, actually. That was a really, really good show. But of course, as well, you do a lot of 3D printed items. You actually gave I think it was at Doncaster. You gave me a load of the 3D printed kits that you do. I particularly enjoyed actually one of the ones which I built. I've hunted high and low. I can't find where I've put it. The Northeastern Railway 20-ton wooden-bodied coal hoppers, very characteristic of the region. Lovely, lovely kit. Really enjoyed putting that together and painting it up. Have you just remind us of your website where people can browse the full range?
So it's NER Models, all one word, .co.uk. I am very slow in updating, I must say.
Oh,
So won't be a lot of stock on there. I am getting around to putting it all back on. The main thing is exhibitions in the local area, but I do tend to get more on. It's just because we've had a bit of upheaval recently. Moved house, moved in with my in-laws,
right.
using their garage for the 3D printing. So it's just trying to work around that and work around other people.
I can sympathise. House moves are very, very disruptive.
We were so stressed with our last one.
Oh, God,
I've decided I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, we're not moving house again.
We are, because we're waiting on ours to be built, and then once it's built, we'll have a separate garage, all
Right.
the 3D printing, all the horrible, nasty fumes.
Yeah, I mean, I remember going way back, my parents waiting for a house to be built.
Set up more printers, hopefully, and that'll
No worries. And tell us a little bit about yourself and your modelling history. What got you into railway modelling? I think we've got.
Have we just?
We're still transmitting.
It's a little.
I think our line to Ryan is lagging a little bit. I tell you, you're the mistress of.
We are still running. We're still online.
So, Ryan, if you can hear us, there seems to be your picture is frozen, and we think it might be at your end.
Oh,
Is it back?
no, we just went off a little bit there, but we're back.
No worries. So we'll just wait and see if Ryan's.
I'm going to hang up and try again.
Okay, so
Oh no! The second that I pressed it.
always. Right, so we're just going to
Try that
try
again.
and get Ryan up again. A little bit of difficulty on the line. This is like 1980s kids' TV. Or,
Yeah, we're pushing the boundaries. Hello
So,
again.
Ryan, are you there again? I think we might have a
That's
better line. Yeah, the line kind of just hung on us. So, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah,
Excellent.
You can hear me
Right.
this time.
I was just asking about what originally got you into the hobby, and what areas of the hobby do you tend to model?
Well, obviously the name NER Models, I focused on that, but a bit of a story getting to that. I was given back an old Hornby Triang kit that I had, just a loop and an old Nelly, but in BR black,
Right. Yes. Yeah.
that I had as a child. That was taken bit by bit from the Hornby factory where my grandmother worked. So,
Wow.
so she actually worked down there, took all the B. She wasn't stealing. They were all the sort of B class, B grade bits.
Yeah,
that were
yeah, yeah.
off-cast.
Well, it's one of the perks of working
made
at
a little-
factories like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we made the kit
Oh, I think
there, and I played with it as a child, and then kind of lost interest, and then forgot about it. Things moved on, and I was giving it back when my mum moved out of her house, and she found it in the attic. And then I
Oh,
thought,
wow.
I wonder how the hobby has moved on since then. This was only a couple of years ago now,
Right.
and I was amazed at the quality of the models. I hadn't looked at them at all in that meantime, and absolutely amazed. Staggered handrails, little detailing parts, so impressive.
Yeah.
I just
I think there's a lot of people who kind of rediscover the hobby after a period away, and it always amazes them just how much development goes on. And do you find that sometimes that's in the world of 3D printing, that technology being very much at the cutting edge of the hobby, that even if you invest in a top of the line printer now, it very quickly becomes outpaced as newer equipment comes through?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm looking at some of the things that are coming through now that I couldn't afford. Very jealous. Yeah. Some of these multicolour printers.
Oh yeah.
All the
yes.
nozzles. So there's no waste. I mean, I've got one that can print different colours together, but the amount of waste it has purging the material. But I'm still impressed with the technology. The ones that I have from a couple of years ago now, I can print the handrails directly on in the resin.
Yeah.
The detail on some of the filament printers is surprising compared to what they were a few years before.
Yeah, and excuse me. I mean, things like like the full color print is just magic when you see them. But do you see this as very much the future of the hobby in terms of going forward? Are we likely to see a 3D printer in everybody's house, and you don't so much buy a model as you just sort of click, like, I will order one of these, and it just starts making it there and then in front of you?
Oh, I kind of hope so, but also hope not. Put me out of business. I did actually start off trying to sell them on the models themselves, model files online.
Right.
The competition on there, people who they just love doing it as a whole. I mean, I love doing it, but I don't have as much time as I would like. But some people have all the time in the world, and they're just pumping out model after model.
Yeah.
And putting them on for free as well a lot of the time. All
Yeah.
that hard work, and I think it's great. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love finding a free file to download and use. But I think when I first started this, and it was when I focused on the Northeastern after having bought everything, and then my wife told me how to pin things down. Right, I'll do Northeastern, and found there wasn't much rolling stock for them, and weren't many locomotives at the time either. And it was when I got that first print out, and I just saw the quality of it, and I thought, you know what, other people might like these. And I'm also very keen on trying to get the quality as best I possibly can. I've bought some 3D models like printed out from other people. I've seen others that people have done photos, and they're great, but they need a lot of touch-up work.
Yeah.
I mean, saying that, mine are just kits, and they will need a bit of work if you want to get them down absolutely perfect. But you can tweak them as much as you want as well.
Yeah.
That is a really good point. Tweak them as much as you want. That is the level that I love about this hobby.
Yeah.
Even now, when it's like we can just print the thing we want, it's like no, you can still customize. It's still going to be yours personal thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think with 3D printed models, because they're a lot more affordable than a ready-made, ready-to-run model, I think people are more inclined to try customizing, changing bits and pieces. I mean, I myself have just customized an 009 3D print of Dolgoch from the Talyllyn Railway, and I wouldn't have done that on a ready-to-run model, but with a 3D printed one, you feel confident that actually I'm willing to have a go with this, and actually the results were pretty good. But you touched on the amount of people who are producing the STL files and just giving them away for free. I mean, does that, in some respects, giving away your merchandise for free like that, does that hurt the business as a whole? Because it actually then makes it very difficult for people to produce perhaps more detailed models, because people get this mindset that, oh, but it should be free, they're giving it away, why aren't you, sort of a thing.
Yeah, it could do. especially for those with their own printers, they're obviously going to be looking for their own models to either make their own if they've got the skills, or they'll look around for whatever they can get at the cheapest prices.
Yeah.
Some people put them on for a couple of pounds, and they're great little models.
Yeah.
Especially the little detailing part. You'll be able to get some of them and print off as many as you like. But this is why I go to the shows, so I can actually show off what I've printed. People can pick it up, hold it, look around it, and hopefully that encourages them to think, oh, you know what, rather than put the effort in myself, or people might be considering a 3D printer, they can come along. If I keep the price affordable, whatever affordable might be these days, then hopefully that's encouraging people to think, oh yeah, I'll just buy this. And I mean, I try and do them in color as well. Like I said, I've got different colored ones, so I do barrels of examples here actually, if they'll show up on the camera, that is. Yeah.
But I mean, how important do you find going to shows is? You saying there about it's great to allow people to see and handle the models. I mean, would you say that that's the future for small businesses, actually going to shows and getting out there in front of people?
I think so. There's been a lot of times I've gone to a website, especially someone who's just making the sort of 3D models like I am.
Oh wow, that is really nice.
Wow.
You just see it now, could you? That's quite a delay. That's 3D printed in color. So that's all the layers there. The silver is printed directly on. There's no painting of that at all. But yeah, I mean, showing people that sort of thing in person, I think is really important, because, like I say, a picture or even a video there that you've seen, it doesn't show you everything. I mean, that model, for example, I can talk through it when someone's there asking about it. That's printed in a wood filament, so you can wood stain it, give it a bit of extra, give it a bit of extra weathering.
So when you say a wood filament, is that like a textured filament that gives a different surface finish to other filaments?
So it's actually got wood fibre in it.
Oh,
so
right.
When I would stain, it'll stain the fibres, and so I've got quite a few bits and pieces I'm playing with like that for the planking of inside buildings.
I mean, I'm just thinking one of the most difficult things to represent, and you see it all the time with ready-to-run models, is the wooden interiors. Basically, the unpainted wood finish seems to be really difficult for manufacturers to get the finish right. But if you can print it with wood fibre in it, effectively reconstitute wood, then that is actually quite an amazing plus point that 3D printing would have over mass-produced injection moulded models that they could never do.
Yeah, and it's not just wood either. I'm holding it up now. It'll probably appear in a minute when
there is a bit of a delay, unfortunately.
Yeah. But, when this appears, that is rust, but it's real rust, because this filament has metal particles in, iron particles.
Oh my word! Yeah. So, I mean, would it be the actual finish of that when you touch it? Does it feel like metal? Does it have the weight of metal, or is it more a case of it gives you that oxidization to make it look more realistic?
So I've been playing around with it. It's very, very slightly more cool to the touch than the normal plastics filaments.
Right.
A little bit heavier. And very slightly magnetic as well. And then when you touch it and then smell your fingers after, there is a little bit of that
metallic zing to it.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat is just saying that is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. What it shows is, I mean, I remember the early days of 3D printing, probably looking at 10, 15 years ago, and I remember thinking even then, this must be how the replicators in Star Trek would start out. And the speed that this technology has come on, when we're already at a point where you're showing me there, printing metallic substances, printing with wood fibres in. And, it's not been that long since this technology first really appeared on the market. And it is just quite incredible. Yeah,
so... I mean, like I said, there's different types as well. There's you can get brassy types. Copper is the next one I want to try. in
Yeah, I
addition,
can
some of them
imagine
use-
that would look quite amazing
Yeah.
for various bits and pieces. And of course, if you're printing parts to put on a model, actually being able to print things like pipework detail on a boiler on a cab backhead, actually
Yeah.
being able to print that with a genuine metallic finish because it contains the metal, then that is definitely the way to go.
Oh, that's just chef's kiss for
Yeah.
for authenticity.
So that looks lovely.
Incredible.
Mm.
It really is.
So yeah, just wait, the camera will there. I think it's coming. Yeah, there we are. We've got it in focus.
My goodness, that looks like real brick as well.
Yeah, it just shows how much stuff is advancing.
Yeah,
And
that's a brick effect, but that is just plastic. That one.
yeah.
But then, weather that up and it looks amazing.
For a second there, I thought you were going to tell me that had real brick in it.
Like brick dust in the filament. But I mean, do you see the market getting bigger and bigger for the 3D printed items? How buoyant is the market?
I think it is expanding. I mean, when I go to exhibitions, I'm normally sat next to one or two other exhibitors, traders who are selling 3D printed items.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of small traders, and they tend.
Rolling stock, locomotive.
Yeah, a lot of them tend to do the sort of things that gets neglected by mainstream ready-to-run manufacturers, and it's something actually I'm coming up with. I'm wanting to build a Javanese sugarcane railway and trying to find things that look like they would be at home in Java or as part of a Javanese railway. If they're like gold dust, you can't find them, and increasingly I'm finding myself turning to 3D printing suppliers to produce the items that I cannot get ready to run. And I think that's an area where 3D printing does really well in producing the things that nobody else has taken on, either because they're too niche or because they're just like, we need to make thousands to make it pay. And actually 3D printing, you can produce much smaller production runs and make it viable.
I'd like to jump in.
Yeah,
there.
no, absolutely. That's the route I took. I try and steer away. Apart from the 20-ton hopper that you mentioned, that the Cura scale was obviously done now.
Yeah, but you did it first.
Yeah, but that was Slater's did it, and then I bought Slater's kit to make sure that mine was the same size when I finally got around to printing it. But apart from that, I do try and steer clear from the ready to run stuff.
Yeah.
Or if I hear something's coming out, I was planning to do the snowplow, but then I found another 3D printing company. Is it New Models?
NIU,
already
yes.
did one, so I thought, NIU, yeah. So I thought, I'll steer clear of that, and then obviously, Bachman have decided to do one as well. So anything like that, I don't want to step on other people's toes either. Whether it's the main retailers who should be able to do a much more expensive but hopefully much better version, or even the other 3D printers. I don't want to go stepping on toes, so I'll try and look around, see if there is, and steer clear of it, and do anything that hasn't been done before.
So I'm just looking at the time. We're going to need to move on, but thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us a little bit. Just give people again the website for your for NER models, just so they know where they can go and take a look and get in touch if there's anything that they want. Yeah,
it is NER models, all one word, .co.uk. So that's without the all one word in there. It's just nermodels.co.uk.
No worries. And
I will get the book updated.
Plus, they can find you on Facebook as well. You've got a Facebook page. Again, it's NER Models, and presumably that's probably quite a good way to get in touch with yourself.
Yeah, either through the website, through Facebook. We've got an Instagram that we occasionally update. My wife's my marketing manager. She's the best one at that. And the next show I'll be at, if anyone's in the local area in the northeast, Newcastle way, is Jarrow in May.
Ah, Jarrow.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So look, thank you so much for coming on. And if you send via private messenger, don't put it on the screen, send your address and we will get in the post to you the exclusive blue Monday Club badge, and we'll get that sent out to you. You can use it for all the usual discounts at all the participating retailers, but you can only get the blue badge by coming on as a guest. So look, thank you so much, Ryan, for coming on. It's been great talking to you. So you take care and have a great rest of your evening, and enjoy the rest of the show.
And if I can just say as well, if anyone does see them at any exhibitions and they have their own badge, I'd be happy to offer 5% off discount.
Thank you so much. It's very, very generous of you.
Wonderful.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. Again, if you drop that in a message to Zoe, if you're happy for her to, we can add that to. We've got a list of participating retailers on the website, and we can add in a link to you if you're happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, look, thank you so much. You take care and have a great rest of your evening.
Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Take care.
Thank you. I'll
Bye
drop
for
off
now.
and pop back in the chat. Bye.
No
Bye.
worries. Take care. So that was Ryan from NER Models, and really great to have him on.
That was a very informative chat as well.
It was actually, yeah.
Once I managed to get Facebook to work properly.
What
You
is?
want to press the button and get off the chat.
Okay, yeah. I was very intrigued what on earth the computer was doing there.
That was showing the desktop. That's how we get things on.
Oh right,
It just shows whatever's on the screen. If I went to it now,
Yeah.
it would show the chat.
Oh, okay, that's lovely jubbly.
See what I
Right.
mean? Shows the
So,
chat.
a lot of people actually really impressed by that printing with.
That is
metal-
incredible. It's literally the future.
I mean, this is what I've always said: is that 3D printing is the future of not just our hobby, but probably a lot of other hobbies. And I think, given how quick the technology has advanced, we might be looking at people having a 3D printer in their home in 25, 30 years time. That just you order off the internet and boom, it just starts printing next to you.
I'm sorry, Barbara. I can't do dinner tonight. We can't print it. I'm printing a loco.
I told you we needed another printer, but you wouldn't let me print one. Just think, what really struck me is something that you were mentioning there about viability for the big players. Like something like Japanese stuff. They don't think they could probably sell 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
3D printing removes that. You couldn't sell 1,000 of them here, but worldwide, you could probably do it. 1,000 people worldwide would probably print that.
I mean, like, because it's the Ernstein and Kuppler, the 0440 Malays and the 042 small O&Ks are the two locomotive types that I really, really would like to have for my Javanese build. But they're not out there.
Okay, Spelliakia has asked a question. Are people 3D printing their own Warhammer armies?
It's like you've seen the video.
It's like you might have seen my latest video on Wargame Hammer.
Yes.
Where, yes, people are 3D printing their own Warhammer armies. And they shouldn't be. Copyright violations are still copyright violations. It's still illegal even if you're doing it at home.
Oh, well, actually, Ravenheart Modeling's got an interesting point there. It says you can now get conductive filament too. So potentially you can print PCBs.
Oh my god. Just imagine this. You're an engineer, an electrical engineer, and you need a custom thing. And normally that would cost you thousands. But you could test it or and make sure it works and then order a one. Or, in some cases, once it gets more robust, just make what you need exactly.
Right. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
incredible.
Absolutely. Now, Gandalf,
Hello there.
Bobby Nomad says just a little late this evening, but shh, I've sneaked in.
A Monday clubber can never sneak in. For a Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they be due.
Thanks, Gandalf. And Josh from Double M says, I make some Javanese-style 3D printed locos, actually. Boom!
Oh, nice.
Do you do the O&K 0440 Malays that PG Sembero had a very extensive fleet of? I think from fleet number 15 all the way up to it's either fleet number 31 or 32, with the exception of number 29, which was a young thing. They were all 0440 Malays. So what are we?
You can get PCBs within a week for single-digit dollars from service companies. Oh my goodness. When I was last looking at, and I have to admit it's probably years ago now, that wasn't a possibility. I am going to take that back then, 3D printing.
We live in a Star Trek world. This is the future, not just of our hobby, but you can imagine automotive world. It's like, I've got a classic car. Nobody makes parts for it. It doesn't matter, I'll print one off. And all of a sudden...
That thing we were talking about the other day, where Mazak wrote on a locomotive chassis.
Yeah.
3D print a new one.
Yeah, just go, I just need something heavy. Bing!
Yeah.
Brand new one. I've got actually got a Hornby Stania rebuilt Patriot going around. It's Bunsen. And it's, I was thinking Bunsen. I was just thinking of Bunsen Honeydew. But here we are. This is the one. I got this for a really great price because it didn't run properly. And it turns out the reason it didn't run, this is R2634 is its catalog number. It's a few years old. It has Mazak rot in some of the internal components. So I've stripped out the Mazak rotted components, and luckily the base of the chassis isn't affected, so it will freewheel round until I can find the replacement parts. So it's not quite as serious as the Bachmann 25, but it's definitely one in need of a bit of help. But yeah, if I could 3D print stuff, what's wrong?
I keep seeing the image. I keep seeing whenever I go to Facebook to pick up the next thing for the next check-in. I keep seeing the messages about my mum.
Yeah,
it's been a year since she passed.
It's a 1-year anniversary
today, and it's hard.
Can I just say, Tech Bros at Facebook, you need to take a long, hard look at this. Like, oh, memories. Not all memories are good memories. And perhaps there should be an option to say, actually, that's my mum and she passed away, so don't keep reminding me. But anywho, so we're just getting our second guest sorted. So we've got 2 guests coming on for the coveted blue badge. Makes you sound like, hello, we're at the DWP. Do you want a blue badge for parking? But no, it's more of a Blue Peter badge thing. But yeah, I do think 3D printing has the potential to change our world. You're talking about a revolution at some point bigger. No, seriously. We're talking about a revolution probably bigger than the changes that the rise of the internet has had on our world. And, we've seen the high street completely change forever. We've seen global access to products never been easier than before. Research and information never been easier before. Disinformation, yeah, tons of it. But I think that 3D printing has the potential to actually change society far more than the internet ever did. And, when you couple that with stuff like AI, can you imagine? It's like the house AI goes, we've spotted that you look a bit upset. I'll just print your favourite chockies off. There you go. And, there's... it's like living in some kind of sci-fi future, but we're here now. Yeah. Steve Maxwell, absolutely sorry to hear about your mum. I lost mine 2 years ago, and it still hurts. Absolutely, you never get over. Never get over. I mean, I lost my my first fiance. God, it must be 25 years ago, something like that. And about 22 years ago, and you never get over that.
They're not gone as long as you still talk about them, as
absolutely.
long as you still remember them.
Absolutely. Right, so anyway, let's move on to happy things. Roger Windsor says, last month I got a 3D print OO scale of the 1966 Dalek Invasion Earth spaceship. It's brill.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Tell us more, Sensei. We need to know about this. I mean, I've seen some great stuff out there.
Hey, Patrick, I do see you. Don't worry.
So, we need to...
Only one of my eyes is damaged.
Patrick Furlan says, Jenny, can you say hello to the Zoe for me? Hello, Zoe. Yeah, she saw your message. I mean, things like Daleks have proven to be very difficult to get in Double O.
Why can't I call? I'm going to close Facebook and open it again.
I don't know.
We're having technical issues tonight.
Yeah, Tech in Nicole. I think he has to reply.
He did.
Oh, right. So why isn't it
That's
letting...
exactly what I was thinking. Why hasn't it?
So...
All right, there.
There we go.
Closed it and opened it again, and now we're here.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Have you tried giving it a smack?
Yeah. Have you tried beating the living daylights out of your computer with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yes, I have.
Right, so we're going to go to our second check-in guest
This
tonight.
is Larry Rogers.
Larry Rogers. So we're just getting the bat phone up and running. And
Hello there.
so hello to you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes.
So it's great to hear. I think we're getting a bit of a feedback loop. So I don't know whether you might need to turn your speakers down a little bit. It's looping round. But anyway, Larry, great to see you. Hope you are well.
Hello.
Where is it you're joining us from?
From beautiful Mobile, Alabama.
Oh my word!
Fantastic.
So, what time of the day is it there?
It is 2:55 right now.
2:55. All
That's
right,
not
so
too
not
bad.
too bad. So sort of mid afternoon. And so tell us a little bit about your own model railway stuff. You've shared with us on the Monday Club group a number of your builds before now, but just talk us through the kind of things that you like to model.
Well, right now, all of my O-gauge stuff is gone.
Gone?
All of my O-gauge stuff is gone. I have, yep. My wife and I had one of our friends passed away, and my wife said, "Well, what am I going to do with your stuff if you die? We need to downsize."
I mean,
So I downsized. I am rebuilding the Lower Alabama Railroad in N scale.
oh right.
N-gauge, yes.
So you will get a lot. I mean, going from O scale to N scale, you will get a lot within that space. We're getting a bit of a howl around.
There's nothing I can do about that.
So we're getting a little bit of feedback going round. So it's just I'm hearing myself on a loop. So how far along are you with the build?
Well, right now I am gathering all the track. As of today, the last of the track that I need should be delivered.
Oh, wow.
Then it's get the electronics, because I have decided to go DCC with it.
Oh, welcome
And
to the
then-
dark side.
I have to wait. My son and his family have moved back into the area, and they have moved in with us while they're waiting to get their house sold. So
Right.
all of their stuff is in my garage, and so I can't start my build yet.
Oh no. I am curious because I'm very familiar with the brands that we have in the UK. What's the track supplier of choice out in the US? I'm just curious who you've gone with for the N-scale track.
I have decided to go with the Kato Unitrack.
Right.
After
Okay. Yeah.
a lot of research, it was I decided that was the best way to go for what I'm going to do.
Yeah, we've seen their stuff before. It's very good.
Yeah. There's a lot of options within the range.
Mr. Cato was at a show, wasn't he?
And Mr. Cato actually does a lot of shows. They come over and have a stand at some of the big shows in the UK. Do you get to many shows over in the US, and do you have good representation from the manufacturers at those?
We just had a train show locally here first week in March. A lot of O-gauge, a lot of HO, very little N-gauge.
That's a shame.
Is N-Gage much more niche than in the US, would you say? Do people tend to choose the larger scales?
Well, I really don't know that I can say that, because after getting on some of the Facebook pages, there is a lot of interest in N-Gage.
N-Gage is the best. You get so much in such a small area.
You do, actually, and it's like I said before, when you've gone from O-Gage down to N-Gage, if you're using the same room for that, you're going to get a huge amount extra that you're able to fit into the space. Is that something you're looking forward to with your new build?
Well, actually, no. My O-Gage filled my entire garage. It was... I think it was about a 16 by 15. And I've actually gotten, since the layout is gone, I've actually gotten used to having a car in the garage again. So my layout is going to be 36 inches by 80 inches.
Right, okay,
Nice.
So a much more modest size, but of course,
yes,
with N-Gage, then you're not as restricted with that. It's much easier to fit what you want to model within that space.
Yes. In fact, I will have a rail yard with a turntable, roundhouse, a river, a village, and a trolley, along with the main line.
Wow.
So, I mean, it just goes to show that N-Gage really does give a lot of scope to get a lot in the space. And I know one of the things, certainly in the UK, a lot of people say, I don't have space for a layout. But actually, what it shows is just how much you can get in a small space if you're prepared to embrace the smaller scales.
Absolutely.
And in terms of like model shops, hobby shops, do you have a good supply of those in the US, or do you tend to find that you need to go mail order for?
Not so much in this area. There is one really nice model train shop in Pensacola. That's about 55, 60 miles from me.
Right. Okay.
And another guy has recently opened a train shop in Daphne, which is just across the bay. And his shop is rather modest, but they're just starting.
Yeah.
So at this point, most of my stuff, we have Hobbytown USA, but they carry the Bachman line, and Hobby Lobby carries the Bachman line, but I decided to go with the Kato stuff after a lot of research.
The only thing is, though, if you're going DCC, does that mean you're hardwiring everything? Because I'm led to believe that Kato doesn't do DCC.
Yeah, I'll be hardwiring everything. My plan is to use the Digitrax Zephyr Express DCS 52 unit.
Right. Okay.
It's a small unit, all self-contained. That's perfect for the size layout that I'm going to be building.
Excellent.
It sounds like you've done all your research. That's
absolutely.
fantastic.
And how long do you reckon it'll take you to build the layout, or is actually the building it the main thing, such that you actually don't want to finish it? You want the building is the enjoyment.
Well, it's never finished. Even with my O-Gage, after I said it was finished, then I watched this video from some lady called Jenny Kirk on how to turn trash into scenery.
Yeah.
And then all three corners of the railroad got redone.
Yeah.
She's a bad influence, that one.
I mean, I've just completely rebuilt my layout over probably about 8-9 months. But actually, it's good because I think sometimes a change is as good as a rest, and actually it reinvigorates the interest in the hobby if you keep sort of changing and updating bits and pieces.
Well, yeah, and you learned so much the first time around. There was so much stuff on that first layout that I had done that I wanted to do different.
Yeah.
And this time, all of that stuff is going to be incorporated. I'm even going to try static grass this time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, static grass, I poo-pooed it when it first appeared on the market. Oh, I don't need this. And actually, the first time I used it, it was like I was sold there and then. It's transformed what I've been able to achieve with scenery. And it's like you say, when model making's a kind of a journey. You find new products, new techniques, and you think I could do that better. And it is a great opportunity to be able to rebuild your complete layout.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
And right along with your previous guest, there's a whole lot of the stuff that's going into my layout now that's 3D printed.
It's definitely a really big market.
Especially Engage. The amount of enthusiasts that I've seen that do 3D printing in Engage is incredible.
Yeah. And a lot of the things which before you'd have had a ready-to-run manufacturer saying, oh, we keep telling people there's no demand for that. Suddenly you can get it, and it opens up so many opportunities to be able to model things that were just completely impossible before.
One of my cycling buddies just got a 3D printer, and he printed me out a water tower that I can take and look out my door and see the exact things down the road.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
And that's brilliant. I mean, it's with 3D printing, you can literally print what you see and go, I want that on my model. And it's something that, unless you were incredibly good at scratch building in the past, then you just wouldn't have been able to have easily replicated. But it has really opened the door on things.
Yes, indeed.
But
the guy that opened up the new shop over in Daphne, he does a lot of 3D printing, and right now I've contracted with him to build me a bunch of machine shop tools that I can put in my roundhouse.
Oh wow! So like you can actually hyper detail inside the building.
That is
I'm going to try.
Oh, that is excellent. Well,
oh man, that is so good.
I think that's going to be amazing. And look, do share pictures with us as you go through the build. I'd love to see the progress as you get on. But we've got a question for you. Richard Knowles asks, have you ever considered US Outline TT120? I don't even know whether it exists, but I'm guessing you might know better.
Well, I did look very much into the TT120, not so much for American Outline, because I like the old English steam locomotives. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was the N-gauge stuff was a lot more available for me.
Yeah.
Excellent. I suppose in the US, what would you say are the most popular scales? What do people tend to predominantly model in?
I would say HO.
Yeah.
A lot of folks still do O gauge, but
yeah,
the prices on the O gauge stuff have just gotten so stupid. I couldn't afford it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, how are the prices in the US? Because we've seen in the UK, probably over the last 15 or so years, prices have gone up quite dramatically in some respects.
Yeah.
Has the same been happening in the US?
The last locomotive that I bought from Lionel was actually a custom run from Eric's Train and a Legacy Station that had Eric's livery on it. And that was a small, it was a Legacy engine, but it was almost $500 for an N2 switcher.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money.
It is.
But look.
The little locomotive that I just bought, my first locomotive, it's not DC fitted yet, but it was under $100, and that thing runs like a sewing machine.
Yeah, some of the new stuff especially is absolutely smooth as silk. Really, really great to and it's like it feels a pleasure to run it. I find when you've got a locomotive that runs that smoothly, it's just a pleasure watching it run.
And it was that way straight out of the box. The very first time, I set my track up on the kitchen table so I could test it, and the minute that power was applied to it, it started off at a crawl, and it just crawled until I threw power to it, and then that thing would fly.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of manufacturers, in fact, all the manufacturers tend to recommend running in, but actually, I've never found a locomotive that obviously needed it. They really are well made from the factory. But
Yes.
thank you so much for coming on, and it's been really, really great talking to you. Really looking forward to following your project. Do share some pictures and video with
please
us.
do, yes.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I just put a post on the Facebook Monday Club page.
Excellent.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank
We'll
you
have a look at
so
that.
much. And also, if you can send an address to us via the Facebook Messenger,
Or email.
we will get your complimentary exclusive blue Monday Club badge sent out. I don't know how long they take to get to the US, but you should get it at some point. And obviously, you can wear with pride. We haven't got any retailers in the US who are part of the discount scheme, but you can still nonetheless wear it with pride.
Oh, it will have a place of honor right next to the first generation Jenny Kirk ore car that I have.
Oh wow! Oh, well, thank you so much for
Oh.
supporting the Monday Club wagons. Oh, I'm really touched. It's always nice to
Thank
hear
you.
people have bought the stuff. But look, thank you so much. You take care, and I'll say have a great rest of your afternoon into the evening.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Greetings from the future, by the way.
That's not how time zones work.
I know. Yeah, it's not as funny if you acknowledge the fact we are all in the same moment of time.
Yeah.
But look, you take care and have yourself a great rest of the day. And thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on and talking to us a little bit about your model railroading. So
Thank
that
you.
was Larry Rogers on the check-in. So huge thank you. And if you want to be on the check-in, drop an email to zoe.robinson@gmail.com. And we are getting quite a few people.
We've got a couple booked up for next week.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson will be here in person.
Brilliant. Looking
I
forward.
don't think it's next week. I think it might be the week after.
Yeah, no, that would be great.
Mm.
So we do have a few people lined up. Can I get the chat back up there?
Oh, go on then, since you asked.
Yeah, you're very good at messing stuff up.
Hey, I'm
Yay.
the technical monkey.
Yeah, I think we got it sorted in the end. We did have an issue with the audio, but we
to
did.
be honest with you, the amount of technical issues we've had tonight,
Yeah.
I'm amazed that you're in colour.
Yes,
It's been like
yes.
that kind of night.
Right, gosh, there's so many comments. They're just going whoop whoop whoop
Yeah.
whoop 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 whoop.
Oh,
Apparently you can get DCC fitted Cato locomotives. It's Leslie Gilpin Railways. Are you all right? What happened? You just get a little bit of
I
a
scratched an itch, and it was on the black eye.
Yeah.
Oh.
sometimes it lulls you into a false sense of security, doesn't it?
Oh,
Right.
my goodness.
Let's see if we can change the angle of the dangle. There we go. Raymond Legg says, I almost did O gauge, however it costs too much. I only like the old analog O gauge anyway. It would have been a hard time finding German O gauge. It is out there actually. Peter Crichton from the LNY DCC group has a lot of German O gauge. Really nice stuff. But yeah, I can imagine it gets quite expensive. Arcadia Models in short, well, Arcadia Rail. I call it Arcadia Models, but actually it's Arcadia Rail in short. He does a lot of the Continental stuff. But actually, I find O gauge, in some respects, there's some great deals out there at the moment. From Daypol, a lot of the Daypol wagons and some of the smaller locomotives like their Terrier, Pannier and 08 Shunters really are at a great price. Big Boy 4018, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you for coming on. Earlstown Engage this evening all. Sorry I am late to the party. Gandalf!
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Aside from TT120, O gauge would be my other choice of scale, says Rich Knowles. I like O gauge. I think if I didn't have the pre-existing baggage of already having a lot of double O gauge when I converted the loft, if I was starting railway modelling up from scratch, I would have been very tempted to have gone O gauge. Oh, excuse me, up here. I think I could have just squeezed in an O gauge circuit. It would have been single track.
You could not have done it to the extent you've got here.
Oh, it would be a much more simplistic layout.
However, I was actually, now this is interesting. I was talking at the Shildon show where you met the guy from NER Models.
Yeah,
I was talking at the Shildon show with the G-Scale Society that was there. And they had a demonstration of a G-Scale layout on a coffee table.
Yeah, it can be done.
It was small, but it was interesting.
I've seen an O gauge box file layout. I mean, there wasn't much going on, it must be said, but
it was there.
Yeah, and you know, in terms of effectively, it was a diorama where the trains could shuffle about.
Yeah.
And actually, you know, if space is an issue, they're actually a really good way of doing this. I mean, imagine.
I love my box file. I
could
play
have
Engage all the time with my box
You could
file.
have a whole load of box files racked up on a shelf, and each one a different layout in a different scale.
Yeah.
Or in the same scale, and they all join together on the coffee table.
Or in different scenes. Like, let's say you want to play winter today, and tomorrow you're running in autumn, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Worthington Model Railway says, I have quite a bit of Clockwork Hornby O gauge. Always fun to run. Absolutely. It's good quality toy fun from simpler days. Although, zinc mazout pest can affect some of the stuff from the 1930s and 1940s.
3D printing will save us.
Well, you say that. I mean, I don't know. The idea of printing with metal in, making stuff more durable, that could be the...
You don't even need to do that. Just think, there's something that Iron Horse and I were talking about the other day. For those of you who don't know, we have a group called The Squad, where some of us in the local area get together and chat. We're The Squad. And Craig's in it with us. And we were talking about the possibility of designing and printing on a 3D printer basically a mold that you can then use as the template to create a proper mold to cast in metal.
I think the problem would be getting the dimensions exact. If
Yes.
you're wanting to, so yeah, I know that the crumbling weights from inside that Patriot locomotive was talked about. The problem is they have to be a very precise size with screw holes in an exact spec place.
Oh yes.
Otherwise, it won't work.
But what you do is you 3D print your template, check it out in the correct positioning, and then if it works, then you print the cast.
Yeah, I suppose so, maybe. Dean Fielding says, good evening to you both.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagon, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. And Steve Maxwell says, I've got to go now, so bid you all good night. Look, you take care. Great to have you on board. And don't forget, everybody, tickle that like button. Consider sharing to social media. A great way of getting the word out there. The Monday Club is the absolute greatest. It nearly knocks the glass
Don't knock that down.
Yeah. But no, the Monday Club is the greatest, except no substitute. Although Iron Horse on a Wednesday, I suppose you could...
Yeah, except no substitutes. We checked out the substitute. It was a tramp farting into a bucket.
NER Model says you can get casting filaments and resins that you can burn out of a silicone or rubber mould without leaving residue.
That's amazing. The potential is there, which is why I'm saying 3D printing could save us.
Yeah, and actually, DJK666, I would love Pico to do a scissors in 00 like they do in N-Gauge.
Was that me?
Yeah, it was.
I'm not used to the new.
I think
now.
that the cost would be quite prohibitive, but yeah, I hear you. That I had to make my own scissors crossovers, and I can't say I enjoyed it, but I did manage it. Thank you, Stephen Cameron. Just put the likes up. Raymond Legg says, I missed out on some models I wanted due to financial issues. There will be more of them out there Sunday. Yeah, I mean, I've been picking up odd models that I missed out first time round, and I have succeeded by and large, in picking up quite a few of them. Although one of you beat me to the Hornby Factory Weathered Blue 08417, I think it was. It's like every time I get it, it's like it's sold out. It's like, no! But hey, can you print cake, asks Richard Grutus. It's funny you should say that. They are experimenting with being able to print food substances, so it will come.
I have seen 3D printed meats.
Yeah.
Like seriously, someone created not just with a 3D printer, but with lab-grown meat.
Uh-huh.
So, if you're a vegetarian or vegan for ethical reasons, this stuff has never harmed an animal. So it's technically vegan.
Paul Grant J9J says 08419. Almost like you may have purchased him. No, yeah, that's right. It's one of the 08s that's on my my hit list. There's also a rail freight distribution Bachmann model. Not the first one they did, but a much more recent one. And I've only ever seen it come up sound fitted and customized for a huge amount of money. And then there's at least 3 BR Blue Bachmann 08s from the original tooling that I don't have. So there's still quite a few out there. 08419, I think, is the only Hornby one that is on my hit list. Yeah, actually, Richard Grutus, I would say that is a big issue. Problem with 00 is too much choice. And yeah, we've seen a proliferation of new models over the last 20 years or so. That it's just been an explosion. That it's just impossible to... What?
I am sending messages to my family. We're all discussing my mum's passing. But my sister decided to post a picture to lighten the mood of her sticking her tongue out. And now everyone's sending her photos of them sticking their fingers up at her. So I'm trying to calm the mood by going tut-tut.
Okay, yes. So, hold on. Just for the benefit of people at home, there's the cupboard monkey with a great big shining black eye. Look at the state of that.
I've also got silver fingers because Andy Sawyer is taking a Scale Extrix.
Oh yeah, Key Model World Live.
Key Model World Live, and I'm making all of his barriers for his side of his Scalextric track look really, really dirty and used and grumpy.
A Railway Modeler says hit list sounds like a murder list. Yeah, I don't know, hit list.
No, a hit list is not a murder list. That's a kill list.
Oh, okay.
I know this from various spy programs and police procedurals.
Yeah, Paul Grant J9J says I've had one for 20 years. No, it's fair enough. I remember them being out back in the day. And I missed out on them. It goes back to what we were saying about there being almost too much choice. You could only buy so much, and it was the one I really wanted. But I ended up, I couldn't get it because I missed out on it. And I bought, I think I bought Dick Hardy instead, 09012. And then many years later, I got 08402. Very pleased at picking that up. You all right?
I feel sick.
Is it the heat? Maybe a little bit of cool air from our biggest fan?
I think what I need to do is eat lots and lots of sweeties.
Well, where are we going to get sweeties from?
I don't know yet.
All right. Oh, Bang Got You Junction Carl Brown says, Richard, there is a 3D printer for chocolate now. I had to play with it already. Tell me more.
You don't need a 3D printer. Just have a tube and pour it directly into my mouth.
Hook it into my veins. So let's change the angle of the dangle. The angle of the dangle, you have to hit the lever.
I'm pressing the button.
Yeah. Where is Topsy Toaster, says a Railway Modeler?
Topsy is on the floor because I was using the table for painting.
We didn't want Topsy and Gronksy to get covered in paint. But here's good news.
This is what happens when I 3D. When I 3D.
Can I just say, Key Model World Live, we will bring both Topsy and Gronksy with us. So stay tuned for that. You can come and see them, get your photo taken with them exclusively at Key Model World Live. It's a great opportunity. Also, a huge thank you to everybody who supported the 3D printed me and the Cupboard Monkey in colour from Model U.
Those Model U prints
They are amazing.
And remember, this is another thing about 3D printing. Remember just last year with the Tidfield Thunderbolt?
Yeah.
3D printed in colour
And they
figures.
looked a bit grainy.
They were fine. The 3-foot rule made them look
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But comparing them to what they produced and sent to us just last week, it's incredible.
Yeah. Stephen Cameron says, is Zoe all right? What on earth happened? Well, she got beaten up by a malicious rocking chair as she fell over onto it.
Guys, here's the thing. I'm getting used to the medication that I'm now on.
Uh-huh.
And that's all it is.
Yes, hashtag old people things.
Yeah. That's all it is. I hadn't eaten enough. I stood up too quick and I'm on blood pressure tablets. And that's all it is. It was just a combination and I know better now. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine.
Right on track 2493 says, do you want to scale Jenny and Zoe sending over for it? Well, we've got scale Jenny and Zoe's. We've got them in colour as well.
Yeah.
But you can pick them up from Sawyer Models. They're on the website. A lot of people bought them at Alexandra Palace over the weekend. They were exclusively on the Sawyer Models stand. Along with, you can get Monday Club badges there as well. But if you wish, you can order them online from Sawyer Models. They are there on the website. And
I don't know if they're on the Model U website as well.
No, at the moment they're exclusive
Wow.
to Sawyer Models.
That's
I think they
incredible.
will go on general release in the future, but I don't know when. But they may go up in price before then, so this is your best opportunity. Thank you, Flymuch M1. Bobby No Man says, been there, done that, Zoe. I feel for you.
Yeah, it's life. I had an accident. That's all it is. No one needs to worry.
Yeah. So I was gonna say you got beaten up by a malicious YouTuber, but I didn't do it. But that rocking chair.
Oh, we don't want to spread any more lies and rumours, babe. Don't worry.
No. But that rocking chair has a
It has a vendetta. It trips you as you walk past.
Yeah, can I just say that rocking chair has quite a sinister YouTube channel.
It's got quite a body count.
Paul Grant says the Hornby number for the 08419 is R2591. Yeah. I'm still looking out for it. I got beaten 2-1 at it was at Clark Railworks, and it would have been perfect. It was one of their workshop models, so it would have been a lot cheaper. Just needed some work doing, and that would be perfect for a Can We Fix It video as well.
We've got, talking about the new Class 20s and stuff, I've got a split chassis N gauge. Class 20, and it's going to be part of the Can We Fix It on JK2.
Cool.
By the way, all of my channels that I'm running may feature delays while I get myself back on track.
Yeah.
But Jenny's JK1, the main one, the one that we're on now, that's still going ahead.
There's a lot of people on Ramipril as well. Claude Hamilton says that they're on it, and also amlodipine, but my blood pressure is fine, so all good.
Yeah. Ramipril is incredible stuff. I didn't feel like I was unwell.
Yeah, Ham Shackleton's on it as well. So poor Zoe, I'm on Ramipril as well. Have to be extra careful moving about.
Yeah. Let me finish one sentence. I didn't know that I had a problem with blood pressure until the doctor pointed it out. I felt fine. And then I went on to this stuff. And now I feel great. So talk to your doctor. If you're getting to middle age or a bit further on, talk to your doctor and see what they can do, because the effect it's had, I feel so much better now than I did last year, and I didn't think there was anything wrong last year.
Oh, Right on Track says, apologies, I was a bit behind on the live stream. I meant, did you want a Jenny and Zoe for the Scale Electric track? Actually, if you're happy to do that, yeah, that would be great at Key Model World Live.
We are considering that, yes.
Because I don't know how big they end up a bit. It's gauge 1, isn't it?
Scale Electric is 1 to 32.
Is that gauge 1? I think O gauge is 1 to 43.
I think it is gauge 1. But yeah.
Peter Jackson Sheila Heath asks, does Zoe want a GWR pannier tank? Well, you don't have to give Zoe gifts.
Yeah, you don't.
But look, thank you so
Okay,
much for the generous offer. But
I very much appreciate it, but I am limited in how much time I get to spend on trains and stuff. I have to admit, given the workload and the fact that I'm mostly a war gamer. And as anyone who's wargamed will know, a short game on Napoleonics can be 4 or 5 hours. So I have to spend my time in a particular way. So I like what I've got and I play a lot with it. But
says it only cost him £1.
that's a hell of a deal. My goodness.
That's a bargain, to be honest with you. And it goes back to what we were saying, actually. The video I did with on Iron Horse Railway's channel is well worth going and checking out if you haven't seen it. The bargains are still out there. I know a lot of people do whinge about the prices. And, today's topic is what's in the future for model railways. And actually, a lot of people whine about, I'm being priced out of the market. But
No, you're
actually, myself and Craig at the Keithley show went around and just, nothing was seeded. It was almost like the blind test. We just turned up and we found some great deals. In fact, the J94, I purchased that. There's a video coming on, it'll be this Friday, on the DCC hardwiring of that. And actually it just shows what a great locomotive they are. And, and I paid a really knockdown, I'm trying to remember, I think it was 20 or 25 pounds. Yeah, and RG Models 86, absolutely. The bargains are out there. You just need to keep your eyes open.
I'd like to think we could do a challenge at some point to challenge this idea that you're being priced out of the hobby. Like, here's 50 quid. Go and start a model railway.
Oh wow! A railway modeler says not as good as my £35 new DCC ready A4 from a charity shop. Boom!
Wow!
You scored. You made out like a bandit there. That is actually a really great deal.
Yeah. You're absolutely right there, Mark Wilson. Second-hand models are the bargains. You don't need to buy new. Now, if you are looking to tighten the purse strings, or you just want to be a savvy buyer, just think, let someone else take the hit.
It's a bit like buying a car.
Stuff.
Yeah,
how many people buy a brand new car?
Yeah, not that. Well, a lot do, but a lot don't.
And
it's almost like
don't.
Let somebody else pay the depreciation for you. Get one that's like a year old, and then some mugs paid the depreciation. Saying that, I did buy a brand new car. I bought it as a gift for Zoe, and then she never actually got a driving license, so I get to drive it. Boom! But I did get a good deal, so that it was technically the same price as a 3-year-old car would have been, so I wasn't too bothered.
Yeah.
PN Trains, absolutely. Car boot sales are also a great place to find cheap stuff for model railways and slot cars too. Right, let's have a different angle of the dangle.
Slot cars. I'm still so happy with the pickup I got. Thank you so much, Andy Sawyer, for pointing it out when we were at the Preston show. 40 quid and I got an entire scale electric set.
Yeah, that was actually a really good bundle. And sometimes the mystery bundles you can get some great stuff in. Yeah. I mean, it's like, talking about great deals and people whinging the hobby's too expensive. Anytime you see Oxford Rail having a stand at a show, go and get one of their mystery bags.
Oh, I love the mystery bags.
I'm sorry, but the bargains you get from those.
Not just bargains. Remember what I was saying last week? To avoid it looking weird that every single car on your model railway is exactly the type of car that you would buy, a bargain mystery bag gets you a variety of things.
Yeah, because I'm looking around here. There's a whole load of the cars that are behind me on the model. They're all Oxford Rail mystery bags.
I'm going to move this round and show
I don't know whether you'll be able to...
Some of them you can, yeah. They are. If I bring up the main...
Can you make that full screen? What happened to the Jaguar, by the way? Because I'm suddenly realising I don't know what I've done with the Jaguar.
Yeah, the Union Jaguar. I don't know what you... Didn't you park it down the side somewhere? But on the side here are a load of Oxford die-cast cars.
So there's Austin Princess, Renault 4. That was a mystery bag one.
Yeah.
Renault 4, great deal. The VW
I love the
mystery
VW.
machine.
Yeah, I love the VWs.
Yeah. But then some of these back here, there's a load of cars, like old 50 style
And because
ones.
you got them for essentially very, very cheap indeed,
Mm.
you're able to weather them without feeling guilty.
Yeah, and also, can I say as well, I'll just grab it from here, it's
Oh,
just
yes.
easier. I've got a Volvo 760 GLE. Now, I'd have paid good money for this, but it was just there in the mystery bag, so, you know, like, what's not to like? I also got the Jaguar in a mystery bag one time, and that was one that I wanted to get, and there it was in a mystery bag.
Mm.
So, you know, for, like, what was it, 20 quid or something?
20 quid and I got an entire thing.
Really
Plus
great
a Graham Farish wagon, which I think
Yeah.
was double out, but it didn't fit on your layout.
Oh, well, there's that Atkinson borderer and trailer right over there. That was from an Oxford Rail goodie bag.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And I think just round. I think that one was as well. The
Yes.
Is this what the? Oh, a bit dusty. It's a comma, I think. A comma walkthrough in British Rail livery.
Yeah.
So there's some really great deals to be had.
And I know that out of one pack, you got a load of stuff that you wanted, and Greg took a military vehicle that we wouldn't have used,
Yeah.
and everyone was happy.
Hmm. So, just looking through the comments.
Someone was saying they're looking forward to raiding Clark Railworks' bargain bin at Model Rail Scotland.
Oh wow, you'll get some great deals. Clark Railworks is always one of the stands. I always say to people, stop moaning about price, get yourself over here, you'll get a good
I
deal.
tell you what,
I've
every
had some
single show we go
amazing
to,
deals.
I head to the Clark Railworks stand
Yeah.
and I rifle through his bargain stuff.
Yeah.
There's always something.
Yeah, I mean, like, Clark Railworks is an absolute must for the rummage. There's so many great deals there, and also models which you've probably been looking for years.
And remember when I got that that tram that now runs on your layout sometimes?
Oh yes, yeah, the DCC.
That was Clark Railworks.
Oh, was it? And what did you pay for it?
£20.
You'd probably pay that for the decoder that was in it.
Yeah.
And all
I
it was a
shocked
dry
about that.
solder joint. I
Yeah.
resoldered it and away it went.
It was amazing.
But also Anorex Anonymous. There's another one. Always go for a good rummage. Footplate models, actually, they have some great rummage stuff. Whenever I see them at shows, I get some great deals from them. When we saw them at the Preston show, I actually bought a lot of stuff from Footplate models. There's some great second-hand deals. You know, go and have a good frisk.
Leslie Gilpin Railways, you're absolutely right. Clark Railworks bins have N-scale US rolling stock that he doesn't put on the shelves. Yeah. There's stuff that you see that... Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Remember when we were last visiting his shop and I saw that T-gauge stuff and almost bought it?
Yeah.
I kicked myself for not buying that.
Yeah.
Go to his shop as well. The second-hand part in his shop. My God, there's so much stuff.
But I mean, it's interesting they're saying about he's going to have the N-gauge rolling stock, says Leslie Gilpin Railways, that he doesn't have on the shelves in Skipton. And yeah, there's often a lot of stuff that you don't see when you go to Skipton, like the rolling stock.
You know what? I'm going to challenge you.
What?
And let's do this.
What, at Key Model World
Key
Live?
Model World, the company will give you £50 because it's a video that we're making.
Yes,
Yes,
tax deductible.
Let's see, can you put together a proper model railway for 50 quid if you were just starting out? Let's say you've already...
Not including track.
No. Let's say you've already got the track and the baseboards.
You want a new train. Entire train.
Yes. Let's do a train. 50 quid train.
50 quid train that's got to include a locomotive and at least 2 items of rolling stock.
Yes.
Shall we say?
I would have said 3 to make it a proper challenge.
Okay. 3 items of rolling stock and a locomotive.
Yes.
For £50.
Then we're going to do that as a challenge.
Okay. And like, in case you're thinking, oh, but you'll have like crummy, oldie, worldy, railroady stuff. Actually, think about it this way. The J94 that I bought from the Keithley show when I was there with Iron Horse, I think it cost me £25. From Footplate Models at the Preston show, I paid £25, for a 3-pack of Bachmann branch line wagons, which was actually an exclusive for the Collectors Club. That's 50 quid, and there's the challenge. So a decent locomotive and 3 decent wagons. It can be done. Zantek says the hardest part will be the loco. Not necessarily, because over the years I've had some really good deals on stuff.
But the other YouTubers in this challenge, you know what?
We
Ben,
will extend that challenge.
I will extend. Craig, if you're still here, Iron Horse, we'll spot you 50 quid for the thing as well. I want to see you do this challenge too.
Yeah, and maybe Peachy TT120 will have it. Although he'll want to go for TT120, but then again,
I would be amazed to see if he could get.
I think the problem is see you later, Yaharic. It's been great having your company.
Thanks
you
for coming
take
along,
care.
dude.
Iron Horse Railway says, "Read the chat, woman."
Bargain battle. Oh, we did say that. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Iron Horse. You be there or be square. You already extended your battle card. Now, challenge accepted.
Yeah, we need to. I think that would make a good video. But I think the trouble with TT120 is it's a little bit too new for stuff to.
That's always been my issue. You can get second-hand TT120.
Yeah. Richard Green says too new.
You're going to have sharp elbows, and the prices are still fairly high.
Yeah. Peter Jackson Chile says, Jen and Craig, here's a challenge at a show. Can you make a meal deal in second-hand wagons like they do in the Welsh? You might have to explain it to me. I've not seen Welchuffed Railways doing the meal deal.
Yeah, the biggest issue is there's so many channels these days.
Yeah.
You're not letting him escape to go shop. It's all right, Fandy. I will distract you. I mean, yes, while he runs away.
Yeah, Claude Hamilton says I picked up 4 Hornby Railroad Mark 1 coaches for £10 each at a toy fair before Christmas.
Well done.
Roger Windsor says Rick and Pauline at Welchuffed would do that challenge in the blink of an eye and probably have enough change left over for a cup of tea whilst they watched you struggle. Somebody said it's gone off the top. Laurie did one for a £25 challenge or something. Unfortunately, Robert Nisbet, I'm not going to Glasgow at the end of the week.
We're not going to Glasgow at the end of the week.
It's a long way.
Well, not just that, but it's a family thing to commemorate my mum's passing. So we are busy this weekend.
Unfortunately, it's the anniversary of Zoe's mum passing away. So family get together, and we're having a meal in her honour. Right, Peter Jackson Chile says you get a main, a drink, and a snack made up from wagon names.
That sounds interesting.
So what would be something like a Manvers main, coal wagon for the main. The drink would be maybe Horlicks.
A Coca-Cola wagon.
And a snack would be what? Like picking up one of
McVitie's biscuits.
Yeah.
When we were down at the Bolton Model Railway Club open day the other day, I saw on their big layout at the back, Lockdown, a huge train of Kellogg's cornflakes, and then another one came along, and it was just a big set of McVitie's biscuits. There you go. There's your drink and snack.
Peter Jackson Chile says like salmon, water, and crisps. Right, Krista Duke suggests Coke as well. Anthony asks, Jenny, have you heard anything about Accurascale's announcement this week? I haven't, to be honest with you. Yeah, the Smith's Crisps wagon, says Richard Swiderski and Krista Duke.
Yeah.
I do. Huntley and Palmer's, they made biscuits. So you could have a Huntley and Palmer's liveried wagon. I've actually got 4 Huntley and Palmer's liveried wagons. And a couple of locos.
In the squad chat, Craig is saying that Jenny, in order to make the challenge more difficult, Craig is allowed to use Andy Sawyer's stall because it's his sponsor, but you're not.
Yeah. Worthington Model Railways reminds us the Palethorpe sausages. Of course, yeah, the 6-wheel van. Richard Gruter says surely the wagon wheels count as a snack. They're not as big as they used to be.
No,
and David Scott says there will be a Monday club meet on the Friday at 12:30 by the ice cream van at the back of the hall. This is at Model Rail Scotland. So there you go.
Fantastic.
Tim Shaw, yeah, whiskey hoppers. They'd count for the drink portion, I'm sure. Rick Morley says, time for me to go see folk at Model Rail Scotland.
The problem with a whiskey hopper as a drink is that once you've had one, you don't want to do the rest of the show.
JL Railways, big hello to you. Says, evening, Jen and Zoe. Sorry I'm late. What do you think?
Monday Clubber is never late to the wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. So what do you think about Rapido's Railway Children Train Pack? I think it will do very well.
I think it's bloody expensive.
Yeah, but everything is these days.
I'm going to say it because the people will want to say it, but not. It's expensive.
But what do you get in it?
You get a lot.
Yeah.
But it's the initial buy-in price that will put some people off. I hope that it's a success. I really hope it's a success.
Yeah.
But given what's going on in the world and everyone's starting to count the pennies, I think it's going to be one where people balk at the cost.
It won't be here until, what, 2027, I think they said? Are we showing any videos tonight, Sarah Davis?
No, because I feel terrible.
Unfortunately, the Cupboard Monkey is feeling very under the weather because they got themselves clobbered in the eye by a rocking chair as they were falling over onto it. So they're not able to really concentrate on the screen for any length of time.
Yeah, it's actually quite... the problem is that I've got one eye that works properly and one eye that's kind of covered over. I'm partly in widescreen at the moment.
Oh, interesting. Ham Shackleton asks, would brake fans count as a Kit Kat?
Have a break, have a Kit
Yeah.
Kat.
Richard Gruter says, did you know Sally Thompson was in her 20s? Yeah, she was actually older than any of the other children. Even
She
though
the one that had to pretend she wasn't.
Yeah, I know the story. So she was cast as the younger girl. She's cast as something like a 11 or 12-year-old, but she was actually about 21.
That must be weird.
But her contract said she wasn't allowed to tell anybody. She wasn't allowed to drive. And she wasn't allowed to smoke in public. So, nobody was to see her doing any of these things. And she couldn't... She wasn't allowed to tell people that she was really actually older than Jenny Agutter, who I think was 17 or 18, playing the older sister. But it was actually... She was younger than her younger sister.
That must be weird.
Yeah, but I'm not sure whether Jenny Agutter actually knew that. And the actress who played is it Phyllis? I'm wanting to say Phyllis, but she then went on to she had quite a big role in is it Bless This House? She was quite big on TV in the 70s. Man About the House, that was it.
That reminds me of a Billy Connolly joke. So, you're bigger than you are on TV, aren't you? I don't know how big's your TV.
Yeah.
I do like Billy Connolly.
Ian White says, sorry I'm late, had to walk the dog. Ooh.
A Monday Clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early.
Could you...
They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Apparently they're in Call the Midwife now. Is it Jenny Agutter or Sally Thompson? And Spellier
Is that still going? I thought it had ended.
Yeah. Spellier says she was still younger than any of the cast of Grease. Well, not all of them, but
oh my goodness, the cast of Grease is hilarious.
Yeah, some of them were they in their early 30s or something?
They were 30-year-old teenagers in Grease. Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Yeah, what's her name? Who went on to do? She played the wife of the president.
I know who you mean. Yes,
Stockard Channing.
Stockard Channing, that was it.
Yeah, I think she was one of the older ones.
You
in
can
Grease.
tell as well.
Yeah, the crow's feet.
Yeah. Teenagers don't tend to have crow's feet.
Yeah.
But, it's a fantasy.
Yeah.
Cars don't fly either, but they did in Greece.
I think there's a few people having their little quiet moment for Jenny Agutter.
Dear.
Yes.
Is this like our generation when we first saw Jet from Gladiators?
Well, maybe you did. It didn't do anything for me.
Jet from Gladiators told an awful lot of young ladies that they were gay.
Flymo Chairman 1, I was going to mention that for Walkabout with the guy who was also in Crocodile Dundee. But Jenny Agutter gets go swimming Starkers in that at a Billabong. Malco Blues says, spent half an hour in makeup with Jenny. Lovely girl. Sally Tomset was in Man About the House. It's Jenny Agutter in Call the Midwife.
Right.
The West Wing, yes, Sarah Davis.
West Wing was great. We should watch that again, Jen.
Yeah, we should. Maybe we should juice box. Valley's 56XX says, I may have to have a lie down. There's all this talk of Jenny Agutter starting to hit the spot. American Werewolf in London. Jenny Agutter's in that as well, and Logan's Run.
What a weird film. I've got that on HD DVD because I thought, well, why not?
Yeah, because basically it was 50p.
50 pence for a classic.
And we had the drive to play HD DVDs.
And you know what? It's weird. They clearly ran out of money, and that's why it has a car crash at the end. And it just ends.
Yeah.
It's weird. But I like the film. It's not bad. The special effects are incredible.
Yeah. Dave Holloway says, fun fact, Jenny Agutter has been in every screen version of The Railway Children. Even the black and white one. I think it was the BBC did a black and white one in the late 50s, early 60s.
There are some people that you always get in for at least a cameo, just to say.
I suppose so, yeah. And Jenny Agutter has become kind of the face of the Railway Children. Probably much to the chagrin of Sally Thompson. 57305 Northern Princess says Jenny Agutter is also in the Sweeney movie.
Oh my goodness, we tried watching that.
Oh yeah, she's in Red Dwarf, the one where she gets Crichton to crush himself into a cube, and he comes out of the waste disposal unit and goes, I'm almost annoyed.
Yes, she's the creator, isn't she?
Yes.
Oh my.
Ah, dear.
But seriously, that Sweeney film, what the hell?
Richard Swiderski clarifies, not the TV one, only the films.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah, other news. Chuck Norris has passed away.
Yeah, Chuck Norris, the racist, homophobic MAGA supporter.
Yes. The man who, when he reached 18 and left home, he turned to his father and said, you are the man of the house now. And
you know those Chuck Norris facts?
The memes.
The memes. They started out as Vin Diesel facts.
Did they? What happened?
Vin Diesel got a bit up himself, and their person switched it.
Okay, so Chuck Norris doesn't go swimming. Water just wants to be around him.
Yeah.
Paul Weaver says, hi both, just tuned in.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they do.
Thanks, Gandalf. Spellier Care says, I was disappointed the Rapido pack doesn't have a model of Bernard Cribbins' character. I suppose that the more that you think about the film, the more you could make an argument for pretty much any character not being there. But they do have the three children, so it is the Railway Children.
So the Railway Children has the children?
The Railway Children pack does have the Railway Children.
Well, I suppose that's
but I think actually the Lancashire and Yorkshire Ironclad model that they're also doing, you can get this just as the locomotive in Lancashire and Yorkshire livery, LMS livery, and BR livery. So yeah, all is not lost. Now I believe the coaches may well be Evolution coaches as well.
Oh, nice.
Kelvin Lee Gray says, hello all, I'm slightly late.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Yeah, Sarah Davis says Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pulls the earth down. Yeah.
I don't go swimming. Water just wants to be around.
I've already done that one.
I know, but I did it in a funny voice.
Yes, when Chuck Norris turned 18, his parents moved out. Oh, dear. RG Models 86 says, would be nice if the pack came with a copy of the book too. I don't know, is it out of copyright?
No.
The Railway Children.
It's not old enough to be out of copyright.
It's written in 1906 or something.
It's out of copyright.
Yeah.
That reminds me, there was
It was in the Penguin Popular Classics in the 90s, so you could you get a copy for £1.
Yeah. Here's a. I bought a copy of The Railway Children for my sister as a Christmas present. She'd never read it.
It's actually a great book. It's Edith Nesbit did some really great books. 5 Children and It, and The Phoenix and the Carpet, one of hers as well.
Isn't that the sequel to 5 Children in It?
I don't think so. No.
There is a sequel. Though,
there is
isn't
a sequel. As far as I'm aware, there's no sequel to The Railway Children.
The rail replacement bus children.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I've got a hole in my sock, and it's right where your big toe pokes out. Yeah.
Your socks.
So, new Churchwood coaches from Daypole, says Richard Grutus.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I did see that and completely forgot about it. So thank you for reminding me.
So Jen, could we have a recap of the news?
Basically, we had the announcement of the all-new tooled Class 20s from Graham Farish. This will be a complete, from the ground up, retooling of this iconic class in N-Gauge. And we've also got they're billing it as 3 announcements, but one of them's the Railway Children pack, and another one is the locomotive in its actual liveries. So we did get... What's all that stuff flopping down?
Unfortunately, sometimes when you're priming in cold weather, it doesn't always take, and that's what that is.
So basically it dries before it hits the thing?
Yeah, it freezes.
Oh, okay. So we've got the Wreck Tank, which is a model being offered from Rapido, and then we also had the Lancashire and Yorkshire Class 25 Ironclad, which looks to be a really great model. I must admit, actually, it looks really nice in green. The only time it ever was in green was when it was painted up for doing the film.
Huh.
There was the only sequel was The Railway Children Returns, but it was a film rather than a book.
Oh, that didn't count.
There is another book. No.
If we're going to include films as proper canon sequels, then
no. Edith Nesbit it's basically only what she wrote. 5 Children and It, and I'm sure Phoenix and the Carpet was one of her books as well. J. Paul Anderson asks, Jenny, will you be buying the forthcoming Daypole Black Label Bulliard West Country?
Black Label.
I'll be honest, probably not. It's not really my bag of tricks.
Not something that tickles your fancy.
No. It'd be very expensive, you see, as well. So obviously funds are tight at the moment. Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, says the crane tank at Haworth is being restored. That'll be a great one to see. I keep pushing various manufacturers for a J92, which was the Great Eastern Railway crane tank. Lasted through into the 1950s, so good for Great Eastern Railway, LNER and BR, the holy trinity there. But unfortunately, we've never had a crane tank ready to run. But maybe we'll see one at some point. I would love to see a crane tank, and that is the one from Dinting. So looking forward to that. Richard Gruter says, "I'm trying to sell a kidney to buy the new DP1. You'll have to hurry up because they're selling really quick. They're sold out most places."
That's something. If prices go any higher, are we going to see some kind of exchange system appear on manufacturers' websites? Like the new X, Y, and Z from F class. I don't know. We're taking firstborn.
I did once ask Ellis Clark if he took kidneys. He chuckled and he went, "Yes." What would have been perfect if it had just gone, "Yes," with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Yes.
like
Yeah,
that.
a railway modeller. I could see Rapido doing a crane tank. Now, Rapido is one of the manufacturers that I've probably pimped that idea to quite a lot. But I think a J92 is definitely, it's got quirky and it's got a long period of operation. That said, I think it's the J78 is another interesting crane tank. That was the Northeastern Railway crane tank, and there was one that was sold out of service to a colliery. I think it was Hartley, Maine. So you've also got an industrial livery of that, although none of them lasted long enough to get BR livery.
Right, guys, we're coming up to the end of the show.
Are we? Blimmin' heck. Gosh, that's gone so quick. All right, I've hit the lever. Hit the lever. There. Oh, it's come up on its own. Yeah, they haven't done the old gentleman's coach, which I believe was the Northeastern Railway Directors Saloon that used to run with Aerolite, I think. And Aerolite actually is that the X? What is either X?
Aerolite is
X2 or X3. I can never remember which one it is. That would make a great model as well.
Aerolite is one that was in our JK2 video of what should manufacturers produce.
Yeah.
Right at the start of the year.
I think Aerolite is definitely a one that would be great.
I remember the particular bit that I went for this one.
Oh, right.
Aerolite. You know it makes sense.
Yes. Leslie Gilpin-Rowe says the Gentleman's Saloon was actually ex-Stockton and Darlington Railway. Robert Nesbitt says, what's the green engine going round? That, my friend, is a BR Green Leader. It's a weird thing, made by KR Models. I think they may have sold out now, but you'd have to check their
Almost
website.
certainly they have.
Um,
It looks good though, doesn't it?
I like it, and actually it runs so much better than the prototype did. I've had to stop. I've got a Bachmann 25, seems to be having shuddering moments. It's probably got some crappy decoder, like a Lace or a Hatton's decoder in, that's not very effective. But they get warm and then they start to surge, so I've had to stop that. What else have we got? We talked last week about what liveries did 25s get? So I dug out my chromatic blue Class 25, and that's running on the raised section with all of the cement wagons. We've also got Midland Compound with the Evolution coaches in Midland Railway livery. Get them whilst you can. Latest batches are out. They include, I think, Great Northern Railway, Midland Railway, and I can't remember what the third one is that came as part of that batch. I'm sure somebody will tell me. But Midland Railway is definitely the standout livery so far for me. So anyway, we have come to the end of our time.
But before we go, Sarah Davis has one message.
Yeah,
I tried to donate blood last week and they refused. They want to know whose it was, why I was donating it, and where I got it from. They just...
That's like the old one.
They just don't trust anymore, do they?
That's like, I've got the body of a 16-year-old.
In my fridge.
Yes, and they said I have to give it back. So on that note, you guys take...
Oh my goodness. RG Models 86 says, I can't look at the bullied leader without having Chris Eden Green saying, just look at it!
Look at it!
He's a good one. I do like his videos.
Maybe we should bring him in on the challenge if he's about at a Key Model World Live.
Perhaps.
Yes, perhaps. So anyway, there we go. The teapot of time grows ever low, of the tea of inevitability. I don't know. So look, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button, consider sharing, and subscribe to the channel to be the first to know about new videos as and when they come out. We've got, finally, it just shows how much of a buffer we have. On Friday, it's the video where I do a shows you how DCC hardwire fit with Stay Alive on a Hornby J94, showing that bargain purchase from the Keighley Model Railway Show, super easy to DCC and Stay Alive fit it, and it really is a champion logo for £25. That's coming up on Friday. You won't want to miss it if you want to get all of the hints and tips and goodness about DCC hardwiring older models. But until next time, this is me, Jenny Kirk, saying don't forget too that Iron Horse Railways has his Wednesday live stream. Be there or be distinctly non-circular. It is the best live stream that a Wednesday can have. So get yourself down there and join him. I don't know what he's got planned this week. But look, you guys take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.
Jenny loves you, diesel shunder. In the yard, you're no front runner. Unappreciated, slow and steady. Metal beast, you're always ready. Back and forth with wagons trailing. In the yard, you're never failing. Rusty wheels and engine humming, steady groans always coming. Gronk it up, you're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth, gronk it up for what you're worth. Gronk the 08 unsung hero. Diesel hard, but love is zero. Jenny sees your true intention. Endless work without a mention. Slow and steady, never flashy. In the yard where tracks are trashy. Jenny knows your secret song. To her, you're where you belong. Gronk it up, you're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth, gronk it up for what you're worth. Gronk it up, you're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth, gronk it up for what you're worth. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Hashtag not a cult.
The train now departing as the 21:05 service to Botswaring, stopping at Mineth Tatis Newith, Grove Street Yard. The unnamed lad that Jenny said had a name, and it turned out he didn't have a name. Bolton Trinity Road. Pittsburgh, somehow. Eindhoven. Packham on the Back. Buckleton on the Hill. Boxton on File. Roxton Junction. All change at 3 cocks for Lord Hereford's Knob, and then on to Bloodsparding. That's 21:05 service to Bloodsparding. I'm going to go and settle down.
You know the microphone is still on.
Yeah. That's why I didn't say anything bad like you sniff butts.
I do not. That's your job.
I said I didn't say anything bad like
Valley's
Mr.
56XX. You. So I'm off to play with my 08419 I got from Clark Railworks. Don't jest. Saw that I missed out on that. I would have loved to have had my 28th Gronk.
There's a cream for that.
Yes.
I'm going to have to watch Sharp and paint some Warhammer.
Are you needing me to go to the shop for sweeties for you?
Please.
What do you want?
Could I have some sweeties, please?
What sweeties? You're not even wine gums because your poop will come out all jellified.
Unfortunately, they don't do the Haribo Nostalgics anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we know you can hear us. We're trying to be funny, but I am going to go and get us sweeties.
I'm ill. I get tended to. It's
Unfortunately, yes.
nice. It's not worth the pain, but that's just how it is. So excuse me. I'm thinking.
JL Railways has 8 Gronks, slowly catching up. Haha, you can't catch me.
8 Bronx, 1 for every day of the week, and then 1 for Sunday special.
Yeah, but that means you got 2 for Sunday.
No, 1's for Sunday special.
Okay.
Excuse me. So I'm thinking, you know those stripes? The ones that have the different flavours in. Some of those.
How much do you think you're getting? Richard Swiderski, how can you not have any Gronks?
My goodness.
Oh, Richard Greeters, that does sound nice. Off to get a kebab and chips.
You can have what? I'd like some sweeties.
Richard Greeters, unfortunately, she's one of those vegetarian people, so doner kebab is
Jen
not...
can have as many kebabs as she wants. I will not say no.
What, to a kebab?
To you having a kebab. I'm going to say no to me having one.
Yeah.
Even if they started 3D printing them, I still wouldn't eat it because I don't like the taste of meat.
Hmm.
Good night, guys.
You know,
Yeah, I'm not feeling good. I'm going down to the ceiling. Oh.
what do you want, Zoe?
You're not waiting for getting them,
No, I'm just letting people enjoy the trains. Here you are.
Hello.
Flymo Chairman 1. I can't remember. I've got 3 out of Yellow's albums, but I think they've done quite a lot. No, well, it is. It's still Monday. As there's no Game Hammer Classic Gaming, I thought I would treat you to some trains going by. See, this is what you get with a quality model rail live stream. Let's see if we can get some different angles. Ooh. Andy Friars Junction, never! Closest you're ever going to get is I've got a Silver Link livery class 121. Take care, see you later. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already done so, and consider sharing to social media. Let's get the word out there. The Monday Club is for everybody. This is your online model railway club. Don't forget as well, Monday Club badges still available to buy. I think the ochre badges are now completely sold out. There may be a few maroon ones, but principally we've got the light lilac stroke purple ones, the royal purple ones. But get them whilst you can, because they do sell out quite quickly. Let's see where else I can get a view of. Ooh, let's get you underneath the microphone. Yeah, not really a good view. The signal box levers. JL Railways, that's the leader you can hear. Right, I'm going to start to wind down. The cupboard monkey needs her sweeties, and with a big shiner and swollen face that she's got from having fallen over the other day, I'd need to go and wait on her hand and foot, because I do love it a bit. So you guys take great care of yourself, and until next time, happy modelling. Bye for now. Richard Booters, you've just got here in time for me to see me leaving, so you guys take great care of yourself.